Hi. Apparently, it's 3 a.m. and I have a flight to get to tomorrow. Man, I really wish I planned my recording times better. Fortnite Chapter OG Season OG is playable now. You're able to play it now, and it's 1 month long, and it's already halfway done. Alrighty, so Fortnite OG, Fortnite OG is the brand new chapter of Fortnite Battle Royale. It pretty much just says, hey, what happens if we just go back in time? So guess what we did? Alrighty, so we go back to the year 2018 when Fortnite was in Season 5 and fun. So the OG chapter is a 1 month long event where it's pretty much from Season 5 all the way up to Season X. It's the exact same. Kinda, but I'll talk about that later. Alrighty, so Chapter OG is starting in Season 5 for Week 1. And then in Week 2 will be Season 6. And then in Week 3 will be Season 8 and 7. 7 and 8. I said that wrong, but it's fine. And then in Week 4, it will be Season 9 and X. I don't know why they decided to go 1, 1, 2, 2, but they did. Alrighty, so because we're going back in time, we also finally get the return of Tilted Towers and Greasy Grove and Risky Reels. You know, those places that also made a return in other chapters. So a better thing would probably be the return of Lucky Landing and Paradise Palms and Wailing Woods. That'd probably be, you know, better 3 locations to actually pick because they didn't come back at all. But, you know, Fortnite, you can do you, I guess. And they also brought back the OG weapons, aka the assault rifle and the pump shotgun. But they didn't bring back double pumps, sadly, and the hunting rifle, and a couple more that I don't have an image for, so that's fun. And they're also bringing back traps, which were extremely fun. You're able to just put on a wall and, you know, laugh at people. And also grapplers. They're pretty much Spider-Man gloves, but better. And also boogie bombs. These things are just fun to annoy people with. And we also have the return of the first 2 vehicles in the entire game, aka shopping carts and ATKs. These things are 10,000 times better than the vehicles we had last chapter, which is actually a little sad because last chapter they had years of, like, you know, practicing on how to make a vehicle for a game, but their very first vehicle ever was better than their newest vehicles. I feel like it should be the opposite, but it's fine. So the first week is pretty fun. You know, you're just playing Season 5 all over again, or playing Season 5 for the very first time. It matters when you started playing the game. But week 2 is when Season 6 comes back, and that's when stuff gets real. I'm just kidding, only one thing changes: Loot Lake. Alright, so originally when the floating island, you know, went whoop out of the middle of Loot Lake, it went from Loot Lake to Leaky Lake. So why didn't they change it? Yeah, it's still called Loot Lake, and I don't know why they didn't, you know, change it back to, you know, Leaky Lake, because that's technically the name of that POI. But what I do know is the floating island doesn't move. It just stays there, so that's also fun. But, you know, that wasn't really the cool part about the island, you know, moving or anything. And I'm pretty sure that's all the little map changes that they made for Season 6. So let's go on to what's next. Weapons. So they brought back the double-barreled shotgun, which was a shotgun that has 2 barrels and 2 bullets. It's pretty simple. And also the clinger, which is a grenade where you can just throw it at someone and stick it to their head. And they also brought back the 6-shooter, which is, one of those like old Western, like pew pew type of guns. But these ones are all fun. Yay! They also brought back some random fun stuff from Season 6, like chiller traps, which is pretty much a trap, but instead of shooting out spikes, it shoots out ice, and then you can slide everywhere. And a fortress. It's like a fort, but what it makes is a bigger fortress. Instead of being a fort, it's a fortress. So it makes sense. Oh, and also the turrets. These things are amazing. I wish they brought these back more often because these things are fun. Alrighty, moving on to vehicles. So vehicles for Season 6 were the quad crashers. These things were pretty fun. You pretty much just went onto them and went into a wall, and it would just destroy everything. But they nerfed these, so now when you go into a wall, instead of the wall getting destroyed, your quad crasher breaks and poofs out of existence. So that's fun. And they also brought back the drift boards. I don't know why they brought back the drift boards in Season 6 when they actually came out in Season 7, but I'm not mad because that means I get to have the number one best vehicle in the entire game sooner. These things are extremely fun. You're able to do backflips, front flips, side spin things, and you all get points, and they're like a dirt bike, but way, I can go on forever. Alrighty, so that was Season 6. There wasn't really too much going on in Season 6, but next up will be Season 7 and 8. That's fun. Alright, so Season 7 and 8 so far is the one that is the dumbest. So, originally, in Season 7, we had 3 new named locations, but for some odd reason, in this timeline thing, there's only 1 new named location. That's Frosty Flights. Technically, Polar Peak is still there. It's just Polar Peak from Season 9 and not Season 7 or 8, which doesn't make any sense, but, sure. And then the other named location isn't even there. Like, I don't know why they had to put an effort to make it worse. And I don't know why they did that at all. So, that's weird. Oh, and also, it's Season 8 and we don't have a volcano. Season 8's location of the season of the volcano. Yeah, that's just not there. I don't know what they were thinking. But don't worry, because we have the return of flint-knock pistols, which is a pistol. When you shoot it, you get launched back. And when you shoot someone, they'd also get launched back. So that's pretty fun. And also what is this thing called? It's called, where does it say? The minigun. This thing is pretty fun. It's just like it's a minigun. And also the quad launcher, which is, a rocket launcher that shoots 4 RPGs. So that's really fun. Not RPGs, 4 rockets, which is really fun. I haven't seen this in the game yet, but I'm sure they didn't forget to add it. Huh. Alrighty, moving on to some fun things that they added for the season. They added what is it called? The poison dart traps. That's right. These things are like the regular traps, but instead of shooting out spikes, they shoot out poison darts, and they slowly damage you over time. So that's pretty fun. And they also have glider redeploy item, which is pretty much you have in your inventory, and when you're high enough off the ground, you're able to just glide. So that's pretty fun. And also treasure maps. It's pretty much, you grab the map, you open it up, and it tells you, hey, there's a treasure over there. And then you go dig it, and then it gives you some pretty good loot. I haven't seen one of these either. I'm hoping they didn't forget to add this one. That would be sad. Yeah. Alrighty, moving on to the items. Alrighty, moving on to the vehicles for Season 7 and 8. For Season 7, they brought back the X4 winging. I don't know where I got winging. These are the first airplane of Fortnite. They are really fun and really fun and really fun. You're able to, fly them, go, do a barrel roll, and you're able to do a flip and stuff like that. You're able to go upside down, and you're able to like stand on like the wing of it, and then when it goes upside down, magnet boots. That's pretty fun. Oh, and also you're also able to nosedive directly into the floor and do no damage at all to your airplane. My God, what are these things made out of? Titanium? All right, next up for vehicles is in Season 8, and that is the Cannon. This is a cannon, but instead of shooting fireballs, it shoots you right there. It's pretty much just you get in it and go pew. Alrighty, now we're moving into the future, aka the seasons that haven't been released yet while I am recording. So whatever happens in this part, I have no idea what they're going, if they're actually going to make any of these changes or what's going to happen. So, that's gonna be fun. Alrighty, so in Season 9, they added in a couple of new named locations. They added in Neo Tilted, which was Tilted Towers, but in the future, and Mega Mall, which is Retail Row, but in the future. And they also added in, there's probably more named locations that I'm just not thinking of. But what I do know is they added in wind tunnels all over the map, which were really fun. So I hope that they bring those back as well. And then in Season X, everything was just destabilizing and fast. AKA there was a giant meteorite just frozen in the sky, and they also brought back Dusty Depot, what it was before the meteor that was, that one right there hit Dusty Depot and became Dusty Divot. So that's fun. And they also brought back a couple of they didn't really bring back, but they changed a whole bunch of stuff all over the map. So that's fun. So I hope they do some of those things, but I'm not fully sure what they're going to actually bring back, because so far it looks like from Season 7 and 8, they're going to just be like, meh. I would not be surprised if they don't give us the meteorite. It's just not there. And it's still Dusty Divot. That'd be hilarious, and I would not be surprised. Alrighty, so that is the map of Season X and 9 and X. We are going to go to the weapons and some of the fun stuff that they brought into the game. But mostly weapons, because this is, first of all, weapons. So for the weapons, we have the heavy sniper rifle, which is a sniper rifle, but way stronger. I just don't want to pick that up. I will. And they also brought back the proximity grenade launcher. I don't remember this thing at all. I don't know what this thing is like. And they also brought back the airstrike, which I believe was if you threw it down and then just a whole bunch of bombs just came flying down, raining down and everything, which is hilarious. And also the junk rift, which is a thing where you throw it down and then a rift opens up in the sky, and then something like a dinosaur or a car will just come flying down right where you threw the rift down. So those are pretty fun. Those were pretty fun. I like those a lot, except for the grenade launcher, which I don't remember how that worked at all. So we'll just see how that goes. Storm flip. I don't remember what that did. I don't remember the storm flip at all. But they also brought back jetpacks, which, it's a jetpack. I don't think there's anything that I need to explain about a jetpack. Anyways, we're gonna be going on to the vehicles for the Season 9 and X. Ballers. Introduced in Season 8, players stayed rolling with Ballers in Season 9. It doesn't make any sense. Ballers were added into the game in Season 8, which, they said they introduced in Season 8. So why isn't Ballers in Season 8? That's just not how technically, if we're going via, how time works and everything, that's just, how it happened. So, Fortnite's, playing with time here, and it's not making any sense at all. But Ballers are pretty much like the Grappler or like Spider-Man web shooters, where it's pretty much just, you're in a ball, you shoot it to like a tree or something, and then you're able to swing around. And these things were so much fun. I love these things so much, and I am extremely excited for them to come back, and I hope they don't have a battery this time. I would kill whoever adds in a battery to these Ballers. All right, moving on. Well, I guess we don't really have much else. Yeah, that's all for Chapter OG, Season OG. This has so far been this has been funner than I was expecting. Season 5 was probably the funnest time I had, and now every other update is just kind of getting more meh and meh and meh, as the updates become like, oh my god, to like, why did you like add these changes to the game that weren't in the game back then? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why get rid of the entirety of the volcano in Season 9 or Season 8? I have time numbers, and it's 4 a.m. I gotta go to bed.